Okay, so welcome to Sex and the City again. This is still season 1, episode 9, the turtle and the hare. This is part 2 of my review. Okay, sorry I went on so long, but sometimes I get into these little tangents. Okay, that I can't get out of. All right, but anyway, so we're back. So Carrie and Stanford start talking. He mentions that he's got a rich mom and that he's going to inherit a lot of money. When she dies. And so since Big is never going to marry her because Big says he's never wants to get married, they decide to marry each other. And Stanford, this is a good idea. It's like, okay, well, it's like who else is gonna keep you in expensive shoes and encourage you to cheat? Yeah, they're called swingers. Okay, the swingers do that. Okay, but so yeah, they decide, hey, we're gonna get married. Okay, so of course Carrie talks to Big about it when they're having sex, and she says like, hey, you know what? My friend gave me a marriage proposal. And he goes, oh really? Well, who's that? He goes, oh, Stanford. And he's like, oh, isn't he gay? He's like, yeah, he is. He's like, okay, well, what are you gonna do about sex? He's like, well, that's what I got you for. Oh, okay. So now we're putting everyone in their place. Okay, let me tell you something from a guy's point of view. Okay, yes, sometimes guys do like to know that they're just a stud muffin. Okay, a stud puppet. They're just there to bang away at you until you come, and then they got to go. Okay, sometimes it's attractive, and it's complimentary. It's I mean, it can make us feel good to know that that's the service that we provide. You know, uh, but if we're like in a relationship with someone, not if it's just someone we're fucking, okay, but if we're in a relationship with someone, we're gonna kind of want a little bit more, all right, than just that. Just like women do, just like women. I'm sure it's the same thing with women. Like if women are just screwing a guy to screw a guy, they don't really care about his feelings or what's important to him, you know. But if she's in a relationship, if she's in love with somebody, yeah, it's going to matter to her, what's going on in his head, and is she making him happy, and are they happy together, does he think that way, So yeah, absolutely. So I'm sure Big just saw it as a joke, but if Carrie was being a little serious, I'd be like, I don't know if I could be with a woman that's married to a gay guy, but yet I'm fucking her all the time, I would probably see other girls too, I'd probably be dating other girls. That's just me. That's if I was in love with her. If not, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. But I think Big is like kind of having feelings for her. He's still feeling her out. But I don't think Big would ever want to be just the guy that just fucks her on the side while she's married to a gay guy. Because like maybe like because Big's got higher status than Stanford. Okay, like I said, he's the high on the sexual market value. Stanford's not. So I think that I don't think Big would want to play second fiddle to anybody. I don't think he'd want the world to know because a lot of Big is his appearance, and what people think about him is very important to Big's character. And I don't think that Big would want people to know, to publicly know that his girlfriend is married to a gay guy. I don't think he'd want that. So that would start asking. That would invite a bunch of other questions that nobody feels comfortable asking. Okay, so moving right along. So Big and Carrie, yeah, whatever. What about the second? I already got that. Okay, so Charlotte is canceling stuff. Okay, they're asking her to go do stuff again, and Charlotte can't do it. And the reason she can't do it is because like she's stuck with her vibrator. She's stuck with the white rabbit or the pink rabbit. Okay, and she's addicted to it. She can't stop. She doesn't want to get out of bed. She just wants to lay there and just like keep coming over and over again with her fucking little friend, her rabbit. It's like, okay, I know guys that are addicted to porn, okay? They don't talk about it, but I do know guys that are addicted to porn, and guys that are addicted to porn, okay? Those women in porn are much better looking than the majority of women out there, okay? I could spend my whole day going through life like I normally do and not see one woman that looks as good as just one fucking porn star, okay? So, these women that are porn stars look really fucking good. So they feed the fantasy. Now I'm not talking about the morality of the porn industry and all that kind of shit. I'm not going to go there, okay? But I'm just telling you, as far as the context of this conversation right here, okay? The women in porn look really good. That's why they get hired, because they look really, really good. So it's a fantasy for men to imagine that, because that's what we're doing, is we're imagining that we're having sex with these women, okay? Because we don't see women like this in real life, okay? We sure as fuck don't date women like this in real life, Most of us don't. I have. I've dated girls that ended up doing porn, but most of us don't have that experience. Okay, so this is our fantasy, and since we're visual creatures, You know, to see women having sex, we can just pretend that it's us they're having sex with. Okay, and that can be pretty addictive. Okay, that can be pretty addictive. Okay, but there's no substitute for a real woman. Okay, a real woman is always going to be better than watching porn. Okay, because a real woman can reciprocate. Okay. A real woman feels better than just a fucking hand. Okay, all right. And yes, I talk from experience. All right. So yeah, a woman feels better. So ladies, if you're afraid that your guy, well, I'm pretty sure you're not, but if you are, no. The real thing's always better. It feels much better than porn. Okay. Um, as far as I think, probably vibrators probably do feel better than guys. I don't know. So I never use a vibrator, so I don't know. I've never used one. So I'm sure they do, but the fact that women are still fucking guys, despite the fact that they have a vibrator, tells me that there's something that men are providing that vibrators aren't providing. So there's that. Okay, that's as far as I know about that. Okay, so there's going on. So they have to go there and do an intervention on Charlotte to get the fucking vibrator. Okay, she's hiding her white rabbit underneath a doll of a white rabbit. Yeah. That's so you, Charlotte. Okay, and they're like, no, we're going to get your fucking clothes on. We're going to go out and meet some real men. No more of this fucking playing with your pussy. Okay? Because it's not healthy. It's not healthy. You go blind. All right, whatever. So moving right along. So they have to take the vibrator away from her. Okay. So it goes back to Samantha and the turtle guy, Bernie. I forgot his last name. He's dressed nice now, but him and Samantha are having dinner. This entire time they have not had sex. Okay, Samantha looks at him as a fixer-upper. Okay, this is someone who looks like shit, who's got no class, his breath smells. He's not attractive, so she's gonna try to fix him up. Make him attractive to women. Because I guess she got the money to do it. So I don't know if she buys him the clothes or he buys his clothes, but anyway, he buys some expensive clothes. He starts getting facials done. They start ordering special food or whatever. So she's looking at him as a project. They don't have sex. But he's still making his corny jokes. He's still, talking out loud about his thoughts about, like, he has this big discussion with himself about what type of mushrooms are in the ravioli that he's eating. And like, who gives a fuck whether it's shiitake or portobello? Who gives a fuck? Okay, but he just goes on and he's annoying Samantha. Like, you know what? You're looking better now. You're smelling better now. You're dressing better now. But you're still annoying. And, you're still, making your dad jokes. And you're still thinking out loud. And just like, it's annoying. It's boring. So she tells her, hey, I'll give you a call, but I'm leaving. And she didn't even finish her food. She just fucking leaves. Can't blame her. Then what does he do? He immediately goes to the woman next to him and starts flirting with her. Hey, my ex bought me this shirt. So I guess Samantha did buy him those clothes. Okay. Which is kind of cool, but, I don't know. It all depends. I advocate a lot of courage when it comes to dating. Me personally, the reason I bring this up is because me personally, I've tried to date women that are different from me with varying degrees of success. But I did date this one woman who had a lot of money. And she saw me as a fixer-upper. Yeah, we had, unlike this guy, we actually did have sex. But, like she would buy these clothes for me. And have the outfitters try it on to get it tailored to fit me and stuff like that, Just stuff I wasn't used to. I wasn't used to a woman, dressing me up like a Ken doll, But it's pretty fun. Taking me to restaurants I never would have been to before, that kind of thing, Yeah, so it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool, So if you've never done it, try it, But you got to go out there. You got to put yourself out there, There's all different types of women out there. If you only date the same type of women over and over again, you get the same results. Okay. So anyway, moving right along. Okay, so she's annoyed by Bernie. She quit seeing him. Okay, so we go to Stanford's mom's house, and of course they're rich. And we see a picture of Stanford as a little boy, and Carrie's there, And Stanford's mom starts talking about family and the importance of family. We see all these old pictures on the mantle above the fireplace, And then she asks Carrie, "What do you think about having a family?" And Carrie says, "Oh yeah, I want to have a family." Okay, well Stanford's like. So anyway, Stanford's mom tells her, get out of the room. So she tells Carrie, she's like, Carrie, you do realize that my son is a fruit. So Carrie realized that Stanford's not going to inherit any money. Okay, he's not going to get shit. So there's no point in her marrying him, okay? Poor Stanford, he just can't win. So that happens, and they end up leaving. So meanwhile, Big and Carrie, Big's cooking spaghetti sauce, like, with Carrie, and she's just sitting there watching them cook, which I've cooked before. I can make spaghetti. I don't like cooking. Fucking hate it, actually. I can't fucking stand cooking, but I'll do it. So she's talking to Carrie, and Carrie finally just breaks down and tells Big, hey, I want to get married. It's important to me, And Big's like, I thought we were just, having fun, She's like, yeah, but I need to know that this relationship is going somewhere because, what's the point of doing it if we don't end up somewhere together? Like, I get her point of view, but I also get his point of view. Okay, don't rush marriage. You can't rush marriage, okay? Big is not your typical guy. Not only does he have a high sexual market value, but he's been married before, okay? He knows what that's like, okay? It's not something he's just eager to jump back into, or else he would have done it by now, He's not like fucking J-Lo fucking says I do's faster than a fucking machine gun, okay? Or Liz Taylor, okay? They can't fucking go to the bathroom without getting married, all right? But, it's not that important because, financially, he's at more risk than Carrie is. Like I said, he's got more money than Carrie does. He's got a lot more to lose than Carrie. Just ask people like Sylvester Stallone, okay? Or even like Tobey Maguire, man. His wife took him to the fucking cleaners, and she's the one that cheated on him. And she took all of his money. Same thing with Bridget Nielsen. Did you look what she did to Stallone? Took all of his fucking money. And she cheated on him. You see what I mean? Men with means have a lot more to lose, and Big definitely has means. That's why he said earlier in the episode, he said, I was a fool, and I was a bigger fool in divorce court. Yeah, he was. He was a stupid fool to get married. Well, a prenup? Yeah, anything can be contested in court. Okay, that prenup, they'll just laugh at it. Okay? In court, all right? So, no, it doesn't mean, it's a good thing he didn't have any kids. That'd be even worse. So, so men like that are they're not eager to get married. Okay, they're not, they don't fall as susceptible to, the type of media, brainwashing that we keep getting that keeps telling men you have to get married, you have to find true love. That's what the life is all about, true love. Think about it. Like, you ever watch like a guy's action movie? Most of them nowadays, not back in the day, but nowadays, you can't do an action movie without a love interest. You gotta have a love interest. The guy has to have some woman that he needs to love, or else it's not worth him saving the day. That's bullshit. How about just saving the day is worth saving the day? But no, you can't have that in an action movie. You got to have the love interest. You got to have the girl there that he needs, or he can't do fucking shit without her. And that's just fucking bullshit. It's bullshit in real life. Most men know this, but if you've been raised by a single mom in the TV set, then they're going to tell you that fucking that's not what it's about. It's all about making the woman happy, not about your happiness. Your happiness will just magically appear by itself. You got to make the woman happy. That's the important part. Bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. I think with Big, one of the reasons I like Big so much, and he's realistic, is that he's taking his time. He's not throwing himself into fucking having to marry her. Oh, I got to marry Carrie now or else I'm going to lose her. No, he's not doing that. He's taking his time. He's still getting to know her, for Christ's sake. He's still getting to know her. Me not knowing the show, just an outsider watching Carrie from Big's point of view, okay, she's already fucking blown up embarrassed him at a party. She's already pressuring him to marry. She's pressuring him for a relationship, She's pressuring him for about his ex-wife. She's snooping around on his background. This is not attractive behavior. Okay, this is kind of the shit that would disqualify me. That would make me disqualify her from continuing to see her. Okay? This isn't stuff that I would find attractive. I'm pretty sure Big doesn't find it attractive. I'm still trying to figure out what it is that Big sees about Carrie that's so fucking great that he's going to decide that he wants to put a ring on it. I still haven't figured it out yet. She's a nice enough girl, don't get me wrong. But you got to remember, Big doesn't live in our world, okay? He lives in the world of the ultra rich. He lives in the world of the supermodels that are always hitting on him all the time. He lives in that world. Okay, Carrie is below that. I'm sorry, but it's true. He's below that. So what does he see in her? What makes her a keeper? What does she bring to the table? I still don't know yet. I still don't know. Carrie's worrying about, do we just settle down with someone because we can't get anyone else? Big doesn't seem to me like he's that type of guy. He seems to me like he wants to settle down with the kind of girl he wants, a girl that turns him on. Okay? Not a girl because he doesn't think he can get better. And Carrie, Carrie's dating Big. How much better can you get than that? She'd have to fucking be dating George Clooney or some shit, You know, so some real life celebrity. You know, but anyway, okay. So that episode concludes my review for episode 9 of Sex and the City season 1, The Turtle and the Hare. Thanks for watching this long. I'm sorry it took so long. That it was a 2-parter, but hey, I got a lot to get this stuff out. This thing that I do here on YouTube, besides telling you the truth, is also like a form of therapy for me. Just a way to get out my ideas out there so that other people see if other people share the same ideas that I have, or if they disagree with me, why do they disagree with me? You know, that kind of thing. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to brainwash anybody or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I think, okay? So thank you for watching.